Are like my favorite day. It's been so nice, or it is so nice to keep on working together with you guys. We started this back in August. We didn't really know how it would work. Learning as we're doing this. It's truly a collaboration. So I see there are a couple of new people. Most of you have are familiar with the way we are setting this up, but I'll just remind myself and others what we're trying to do. So we start with like about 25 minutes of chair yoga, and then we do a guided meditation. It's a divine sleep yoga nidra based on Jennifer Ree's work. My yoga classes, I organize them around the 5 elements. So it's earth, water, fire, air, and space. And then we have a balancing class after that. Today, the focus is space. Space may be connected to the throat chakra, if you are familiar with the chakra system. And then in the Yoga Nidra part, there are 2 concepts that are important. One is the Sankalpa. And the Sankalpa, I use a mantra, so I pick a mantra, but it's something, Sankalpa means like the heart's longing, what your heart really wants. So the Sankalpa that I've picked for today is, my inner smile awakens the bliss that is always present. My inner smile awakens the bliss that is always present. You can choose to work with that mantra or something else. And with practice, the heart is going to tell us what we need to work on or what we need to be reminded. The other concept in the Yoga Nidra part is the idea of an inner sanctuary. An inner sanctuary is a place within me where I'm always safe and protected. So in a guided meditation, I tell you what to feel, I tell you where to go, and so forth. That does not mean that you have to follow me. You are always in charge, and you choose whether you want to do what I'm suggesting or if you want to do something completely different. Because in any guided meditation, I might guide you into a place where you don't want to be. And that's when you say, no, thank you so much, and you go to your inner sanctuary. Okay, so another thing, since we have been doing this since August, today in the chair yoga practice, we have been playing with adding new forms and shapes. And today I actually wanted to try to do a shoulder stand. This, if you have a shoulder stand in your practice already, you might want to try it. If you don't, maybe you choose to just watch me and see what I'm doing, or find another way of doing a shoulder stand. But I thought it was fun to try it. I love chair yoga, and there's so many possibilities with the chair, using the chair as a support. So yeah, that could be fun. We'll see. Okay. So just start finding your seat on whatever chair you have, or you can put it on the floor too. It's up to you. Starting with bringing the focus to your feet, connecting the soles of the feet to the earth. Hands on your knees. Noticing the back of the leg connecting to the chair or the floor. Pit of the belly goes in and up, in and up. The shoulders are widening to create space for the heart and the manubrium or the throat. Neck is long. And it's almost a sensation of the crown, you're being suspended from the sky. So the crown of the head is reaching up towards the sky, and you're almost like being suspended. And then we yield into gravity. And then bringing the awareness back to your sit bones, shifting the weight from sit bone to sit bone. And maybe creating circles. One way, and then the other way. And then coming to stillness. Fine. Inhale into a gentle back bend. Exhale round. Inhale, back bend. Exhale round. And then back to neutral. Now, look at your right thumb. And then look at the nail. And then bring it up, 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 and over. And then back up. Let's do that 3 times. 2. And 3. And then switching to the other hand, looking at the left or your left thumb. Up and over. Up and over. Creating a big circle. Okay. Now, just lift the shoulders up and down, letting the arms be heavy. And then letting the head just go to one side. The opposite arm is heavy. Inhale, come back up. And then exhale to the other side. Opposite arm. Inhale, back up. Now bring the feet together. Lift the right knee off the floor. This part we do every class, opening up that hip joint. And then finding the knee like a seated pigeon, sitting up tall, tall, tall. Maybe leaning forward. Opening up that outside of the hip. And then sliding the legs together. Whatever leg is on top, bring that arm underneath, give yourself a hug. Find shoulder blades on the back of your body, and then do a little hugging. COVID self-hugging. From here, finding eagle arms. We did it last week too. It could be here, it could be there, or here. Hands go away from your forehead. Maybe bringing the arms up for a gentle back bend. And then let that bird fly, twist away from the knees. And then stay there for a moment. Hips are releasing down, crown of the head is reaching up. And then back to neutral. Other side. Lifting the left knee off the floor, opening up the hip joint, finding seated pigeon. There. Sitting up tall, tall, tall. Pit of the belly goes in and up, neck is long. The tailbone is reaching back and down, crown of the head up and forward. And then noticing what part of your body is tight. Where do you feel sensation? And then breathing into that part. And then when you're ready, slide the legs together or knees together. Whatever leg is on top, that's under. Give yourself a hug. A little gentle twisting from side to side. And then finding your version of eagle arms. Hands move away from the forehead and towards the sky. Pit of the belly goes in and up. And then let that bird fly. A gentle twist away from the knees. Checking back in with your breathing. And then back to neutral. Okay, now put your hands in your back pockets. So finding your back pockets. Widening the shoulders. There are a little place in between the collarbone. So this little disc there. And if I can, with breath, widen my collarbones, that disc is going to be super happy. So bringing the elbows behind you, trying to get the elbows closer to each other, using breath to widen the collarbones to give that manubrium some space. When the manubrium gets space, it can soak in water and it gets happy and it can speak the truth without hurting anyone. And then releasing forward into a forward fold, let the arms hang. Inhale, come back up. Now, both thumbs come forward. Let the thumbs connect. And then slowly bring the arms up. At some point, you have to let the thumbs disconnect. So they have to separate. They're going to separate, keep on going backwards. And then bring the arms in front and let the thumbs reconnect again. So let's try that a few times. At some point, you have to let them separate, big circles, and then reconnect. Let them separate, and then reconnect. And okay, we're going to come up to standing. So transfer the weight forward and coming up to standing. Awesome. All right, we are going to do some of the stuff we did last week because it was kind of cool and new, and yeah, we're getting good at this. Okay, inhale, arms up. Exhale, up and over. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, step back to plank pose. Here, bend the knees, bend the elbows, and then move back and forth using the feet and the hands. Notice when you're pushing with your hands and when you're pushing with your feet. Push forward into a version of up dog. Now, bring the awareness to your calves and use the hands to really push the heels towards the floor. So the calves are opening up and the shoulders and the heart. Engage the core, lift the hips, and move back into down dog. Bring the feet together. Now lift the right foot off the floor. Think warrior 3. Hips are square. And then open up the hip. Maybe bend the top knee. And then stepping forward and place the foot under. Now let that knee connect with the chair. So my foot is under the chair and then the knee's connecting, because then I get the knee over the ankle. And then finding warrior 2, and I can feel the connection. If I go too far back, I can feel the connection with the chair. Also, it stops me from going too far. Widening those arms. Now look at the back thumb. And let's do that big circle again 3 times. So this can be tricky. It's tricky with balance, or I find it tricky. Back. All right, cartwheel the hands down towards the chair. Square the hips off. And then finding like a version of up dog. Now, place the back knee down if you want to. Untuck the, they have to go different paths, and then they reconnect up. All right, hands back on the chair, tuck the back toe, bend the elbows, and then finding down dog again. Lifting the left foot off the floor, finding like warrior 3. And then open up the hips. Maybe bend the top knee. Stepping that foot forward under the chair, connecting the front leg with the chair, finding warrior 2 on the other side. Okay, look at that back thumb. And then do those circles again, trying to look at that nail. Back to warrior 2. Cartwheel the hands forward. Square off the hips. Finding your version of like a up dog. If you like, you can release the knee down, untuck the toe. Let them connect. Let them go their separate ways, and then reconnect again. Hands come back on the chair, tuck the back toe, bend the elbows, and find your way back to down dog. Inhale, look forward, exhale, jump. Inhale to a flat back, exhale, fall. Inhale all the way back up, exhale down the midline. My inner smile awakes the bliss that is always present. My inner smile awakens the always present. Okay, let's one chair pose. Hands come in front, transfer the weight to the left leg. Right heel comes off the floor. Take a big step back. Hips stay square, facing forward, warrior 1. Let the arms go out wide. Use the breath to widen the shoulders, collarbones, and arms. Okay, left arm goes under, give yourself a hug. And then finding eagle arms. Bring the hands further up towards the sky. And then let the bird fly. Clasp hands behind you. Open up the heart. And if you'd like, forward fold. Okay, release the hands, find the chair. And then move into a warrior three, a supported warrior three. You can keep the hands on the chair, or you can let one hand off or two hands off. You can stay here, or you can put the hands back on the chair, open up the hips and finding half moon. Maybe bend the top knee, maybe go for the bind. And bring the hand back and bring the feet back together. Back. Exhale, fold. Inhale to chair. Exhale down the midline. Other side. Inhale to chair. Bring the hands in front of your heart. Shift the weight to your right leg. Left heel comes off the floor. Take a big step back. You can always use the chair to support. Everything is facing forward, bringing the arms out. Left arm goes under, give yourself a hug. Finding ease. Let the bird fly, clasp the hands behind you the way that feels funny. Straighten that front knee. And fold forward. You can always bring the hands forward and hold on to the chair. Release the hands, find the chair, transfer the weight forward, finding warrior three. Using both hands, no hands, one hand. And then stack the hip, maybe bending that top knee. Maybe, wow, finding the bind. Oh my gosh. I need a heavier chair. Hand come back, feet together. Inhale for a flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale to chair. Exhale down the midline. My inner smile awakens, the bliss that's always present. And release. Okay, we're going to do camel pose. We did that last week. Put and come down on your knees. If you don't want to be on your knees, you can do the seated. Tuck the toes or put something, you can have a blanket or something under the knees to make it a little bit more comfortable. Now, if you are doing it the way I'm showing, have this chair pretty close so the front of your pelvis is connecting to the chair. This can be done against the wall. Now, put your hands in your back pockets. Pelvis is connecting with the chair. You can stay here, or you can choose to put one hand down or two, or the other, or both. My arms are really long and I'm wearing shoes, so it's pretty easy for me to reach my heels. Engage the core and come back up. Okay, now I'm going to show the shoulder stand using a chair. So if you have it in your practice, please go ahead and do it with me. If this is new to you, it might be good to just watch. Feet go to one side, come down, and then come down, lay on the floor, find the chair. I can't do this with shoes on. Okay, finding the chair, elbows on the floor, and then just use the feet to push into the chair and just lift the pelvis off the floor. This is a great place to start. The next step would be to use the elbows. Use the elbows to push into the floor and come up a little higher. From here, you could, if you wanted to, you could bring the arms underneath you, clasp the hands, and you would be in a bridge pose. From here, you go back down and come into the first of a stand. If you want to go further, find the chair again, use the elbows, push up to first finding bridge pose. Then placing the hands in the back pocket. One foot comes off the chair. And then the other. Maybe you can balance and foot off the chair. You can balance again, finding the chair, or you could roll down. All right, let's roll to one side and get ready for Yoga Nidra. So that was something new. I don't know what you thought about it. We can talk about it after class. But now getting, so I prefer to practice Yoga Nidra laying down. You can do it seated. You could do it on a yoga mat. You could do it on the couch. You're going to be laying still for about 25 minutes. So, so you probably want the blanket on top. So we are working with the space element. The mantra that I've chosen to work with is my inner smile awakens the bliss that is always present. You can choose to work with that or something else. It's a guided meditation. I'm reading a script. You are in charge. You decide whether you want to follow me or not. You can all, if I take you to a place where you're like, I don't want to go here, you go to your inner sanctuary or somewhere else. Okay, I can see some of you. And I think we are almost ready. Okay, so let's start. Let your body sink down into the floor. Feel the earth underneath you, holding and supporting you, rising up to softly cradle you. At this time, nothing else matters. Nowhere to go, nothing to do. Remain still for deep nourishment. Repeat these words in your mind. I am awake and aware. I am awake and aware. Now, imagine yourself in a place that feels peaceful and friendly, protected and supportive. It may be outside in nature, somewhere inside, or an imaginary place. This is your inner sanctuary. Feel yourself here and begin to see all the details around you. The light, the colors, any objects. See yourself in this protected place, sensing the comforting energy, supportive, calm, and protected. At any time during practice, you can guide yourself back here. If anything feels odd or too intense, go back to your inner sanctuary. Your inner sanctuary is always here, who you are. Become aware of your upper body. Notice breath in your heart space, the easy rise and fall of breath in your chest. Now go inward, deep inside, and listen. Listen to your heart. Deep listening. What does it say? What is my heart's deepest longing? What does my heart desire? Your heart may speak in words, colors, songs, images, or something else. Allow your heart to speak its truth. From your heart's longing, create a positive statement in present tense as though it's already happening. Now, state your heart's wish 3 times to yourself as the truth. Bring your awareness to your belly. Notice the expansion on the inhale and the soft release on the exhale. Navel rising on the inhale, yielding to earth on exhale. From your navel center, bring awareness to your lower belly, pelvis, right hip, upper leg, knee, lower leg, ankle, top of the foot, sole of the foot. Notice the right calf, back of knee, hamstring, and pelvis. Notice your left hip, left upper leg, knee, lower leg, ankle, notice the left calf, back of knee, left hamstring, and pelvis. Bring awareness to lower belly, navel center, solar plexus, lower ribs, rib cage. Sense heart space, heart center. Notice your throat center, right shoulder, right upper arm, elbow, forearm, wrist, top of the hand, palm of the hand. Bring awareness back to throat center. Notice your left shoulder, left upper arm, elbow, forearm, wrist, top of the hand, palm of the hand. Bring awareness back to throat center. Feel your neck, back of the head, crown of the head. Feel your forehead. Notice your mind's eye. Become aware of eyelids and eyes. Feel your eyes as color, a radiant wisdom receiving sight. Bring awareness to nose. Feel the tip of the nose. Notice breath passing through the nostrils. Right nostril, Left nostril. Both nostrils receiving smell. Shift your attention to your ears. Right ear. Left ear. Both ears. Notice the outer ear. Inner ear. Ear canal. Witness your ears hearing, receiving sound. Notice your jaw, lips, teeth, tongue. Sense taste in your mouth. Now become aware of the right side of the body. Now feel the left side of the body. Feel back body, side of the body facing the ground, back body. Feel front body, side of the body facing the sky, front body. Now feel right arm and left leg. Right arm and left leg together. Now feel left arm and right leg. Left arm and right leg together. Now feel head and tail. Head and tail together. Feel whole body now. All parts together. All together as a whole. Feel your whole body. Find the center of your body. Imagine inhaling in through your navel. Inhale into the center of your body. Now notice exhale. Allow the exhale to spread out through your body. Inhale into center. Exhale into legs, arms, head, and tail. Inhale into center. Exhale out into all the 6 points of your body star. Inhale through navel. Allow exhale to completely fill your body. Now imagine your body feeling contracted, all muscles and tissues pulling inward flowing like a seed. Feel sensation of contraction in your body. And now feel the opposite. Feel your body expanded, open, spacious, outward flowing. Feel the sensation of expansion. After a long day, you stand still. The colorful sunset is turning into a blue night sky. Thoughts and feelings are circling faster and faster until they disappear into a black hole. The temperature drops, and there's a calm surrender to the passing day. The only thing left is stillness, like a deep blue. Your mind settles for the night. No rivers, no rain, no wind that ripples the surface. Instead, a clear, cool, and deep, nowhere to go, nothing to do. The full moon is reflected in the water, a bright, cool, perfect shape. You look at the reflection, then shift your awareness from the water to the sky. There it is, an amazing creation guiding your way. Straight into the moon. Enough light to create shadows and build structure. Pale enough not to blind you. It invites you to observe. The world looks so different in the moonlight. With sun comes fire, colors, and action. With moon comes coolness, dark blue, and stillness. Both are needed, both are loved, both are divine. The moon moves closer, expands, and fills your view. You can see all the details on the surface. So similar to Earth, yet so different. A face starts to appear. Smiling lips and caring eyes. They look straight at you with love and compassion. You tell your story. The moon tilts its head to hear better. It nods in understanding. You feel heard. You raise your arms to hug the beautiful being you know so well. The moon hugs you back. With strong arms, it lifts you up and carries you just like a baby. You surrender. There is no reason to resist. There is nothing to push against. All is well. You feel something cool touching your forehead. There is snow. Large white snowflakes are filling the sky. You are wrapped in a warm blanket and only your face exposed. Your cheeks are red and you welcome the cool touch from the flakes that melt on your nose and lips. There is no sound, just thousands of snowflakes patiently drifting in the sky, each one different and beautiful. Your gaze follows their journey. Every flake picks a different path, yet they all reach the earth. You focus on one, witness all the details, from beginning to end, from center to edge. You listen to its story. You understand. There is a change. Flakes turn into golden stars, glittering and laughing. You hear joy, crystal clear voices that bubble of excitement. Six-pointed stars are blinking and skipping around. Gently, they pull on your blanket and touch your cheek. They want you to play. You decide to sit up. You open your arms and let the blanket fall. It's warmer now. You don't need the protection. The stars invite you to join them. You accept. The moon helps you out with a gentle push. Off you go. You spread your arms, legs, head, and tail, floating in space, calm and clear, filled with bliss. Your fingers touch another star. Together, you build long strands of sparkling energy around the moon. Together, you shine and create. There are no limitations. Anything is possible. You are just like them. They are just like you. Your inner smile awakens the bliss that is always present. Now, longing, the positive statement you set at the beginning of practice. Repeat it 3 times to yourself as though it's already happening. Let this truth fill every cell of your body. Notice all the space around you. Sense the space within you. Feel the sense of calm confidence, whole and complete. Notice that part of you that is the witness, the one who has observed your body, breath, and journey. And now begin to notice thoughts and feelings flowing through your awareness again. Notice your breath. Feel its rhythm and pace. Invite your breath to deepen now. Feel yourself reawakening. Become aware of your body, your physical body resting on the earth. Sense your hands. Wiggle your fingers. Notice your feet. Wiggle your toes. Gently rock your head from side to side. A slow awakening. Take a deep breath into your belly. Press your hands into the floor and come up to a comfortable seated position. Lengthen your spine. Take a full breath in and let it go. Bring your hands up in Anjali Mudra, holding your own heart in between your hands with love and compassion. My inner smile awakens the bliss that is always present. Gently bow your head in gratitude for this, thousands of years old. Thank your inner guide, your past, present, and future teachers, and all the people that are joining you on this journey. Allow the eyes to slowly open. Raise your gaze. And thank you for joining me today. Namaste.